Have you ever felt the pain of being slowly erased from someone's life? Not blocked, not argued with, not even told goodbye. Just less replies, less interest, less effort. Until one day, you realize they're gone. And what hurts the most is not their absence. It's the confusion they leave behind. Because your mind keeps searching for answers. You start replaying conversations. You analyze your words. You question your worth. But the truth is much deeper than a simple mistake. People don't disappear randomly. They disconnect emotionally first and physically later. And most of the time, the signs were always there. You just didn't want to see them. At the beginning, everything feels intense. They give you attention. They make you feel important. They show consistency. And your brain starts building trust. But what you call connection is sometimes just temporary comfort for them. You became part of their routine. Someone they talk to when they're free. Someone they rely on when they feel low. But routines can change. And when they do, people don't always explain. They just adjust and move on, without realizing how deeply you were involved. Another reason people pull away is because you gave too much too soon. You made them a priority. You replied instantly. You adjusted your schedule. You invested emotions before they even decided your place in their life. And slowly, without noticing, you removed the challenge. You removed the curiosity. You made everything easy. And humans have a strange nature. They don't chase what feels guaranteed. They chase what feels uncertain. This doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means you gave value to someone who didn't understand it. Sometimes, people also leave when they feel they have taken enough. Not everyone comes into your life with pure intentions. Some people come for attention, some for emotional support, some just to fill their empty time. And when their need is satisfied, they don't feel the same urgency to stay. So they fade away, not because you lost your worth, but because their need changed. There is also a side no one talks about. Sometimes people ignore you because of your growth. When you start improving yourself, when you become more confident, more independent, more focused, it creates distance. Not because you push them away, but because your energy changed. And not everyone is comfortable with that change. Some people prefer the version of you that needed them, because it made them feel important. But when you no longer depend on them, they feel less significant. And instead of adjusting, they step back, silently. Then there are people who simply find something new. New attention, new excitement, new conversations. And instead of balancing both, they replace. This is not about your value. It's about their mindset. People go where they feel the most stimulation. And if someone is always available, they assume you'll stay. So they explore other options without fear of losing you. And this is where the real shift begins. Because the biggest mistake is not that they ignored you. It's that you kept holding on after they did. You kept checking your phone. You kept hoping for a message. You kept giving importance to someone who already reduced yours. And slowly, you started losing yourself. Trying to understand someone who never tried to understand you. But silence is not empty. Silence speaks. When someone stops putting effort, they are communicating clearly, just not in words. And chasing someone in that moment only lowers your value in their eyes. Because attention that is forced is never respected. The moment you stop chasing, everything changes. Not always in their behavior, but in you. You start seeing clearly. You start understanding your worth. You stop accepting less than you deserve. And suddenly, their absence doesn't feel like loss anymore. It feels like clarity. Because the right people don't disappear without explanation. They don't make you question your place. They don't make you feel like you're too much or not enough. They stay consistent. They stay clear. And they stay real. So if someone is ignoring you right now, don't rush to fix it. Don't rush to reach out. And don't rush to blame yourself. Sometimes the best response is silence. Because your silence shows strength. Your distance shows self-respect. And your absence teaches people your value. Not everyone deserves access to you. And not everyone deserves your energy. So instead of chasing attention, become someone whose absence is felt. Because in the end, the one who values themselves the most is the one who never gets ignored. If this video made you realize something, don't ignore it. Like this video. Subscribe to Silent Psychology for more deep truths about human behavior. And tell me in the comments, have you ever been ignored by someone you trusted?